off tonight. We got to talk about early voting, though. If you would like to do some early voting, you only actually have 3 days left to cast your ballot before the primary election going on next week. So let's take a look at how we're doing so far. We are in the second week of early voting, and so far there has been more than 38,000 early votes cast, and that's across the state. Here in Richland County, much fewer votes have been cast. We're only standing at about 3,000 votes. Now, News 19's Walker Lawson checked in with 2 voting sites and explains what this means for turnout next week.
I'm here at the Richland County's voter registration and elections second office. It's located off of Hampton Street, where they've been accepting early voting since May 31st. Now, as of yesterday, 189 ballots have been casted at this location. Earlier today, when I spoke with the South Carolina Election Commission, they said early voting has been off to a great start and that on Monday they saw the largest number of voters for Richland County and for the state.
Every day that it's been open, we've seen an increase from day to day.
Chris Whitmire with the South Carolina Elections Commission says he expects the voting sites to see more people walking in the door during these last few days of early voting.
The closer you get to election day, the more people say, hey, I need to vote. What are my options here?
A process Whitmire says has gone smoothly considering the passing of the no excuse needed early voting law in May.
It's worked very hard over those 2 weeks to invent a process that we've never done before.
In Kershaw County, Dorothy and James Patterson decided to take advantage of this 2-week early voting opportunity.
Well, I just wanted to vote for the crowd, and it was so easy. Everything was easy. Everybody was perfect, nice and friendly. So I'm glad we came out.
Come and vote early. Amen. It's a convenient thing to do, and it's real easy and simple.
As for whether early voting will become the primary way to vote rather than waiting until Election Day, Whitmire adds he doesn't know the answer yet.
Experience in 2020, and we know from other states' experience with similar early voting rules that ultimately once early voting is fully implemented and people are aware of it, that you end up with more people voting before Election Day than on Election Day. We might not get there this time, but I expect that would become the norm.
Now, voting sites are open from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. through Friday. In Columbia, I'm Walker Lawson, News 19 WLTX.
All right, good information. So here you go. Here's a little more information. Early voting lasts until Friday, June 10th. Polling places are open 8:30 to 5, like Walker just said. They are closed on weekends. You do have to bring along a photo ID. You also have to be registered to vote. So for more information, go to WLTX.com. And ahead of the South Carolina primary election day, election officials in Lexington County tested the tabulation election equipment to make sure everything is ready to go for the big day. We caught up with Director of Registration and Elections, Lanice Shoemaker, about what they are doing to prepare to make sure we are ready.
We're excited that it's early voting, so it gives people a chance to come in and do early voting. And so if people have to work or they have jobs that they can't make it to the precinct on time, they're able to come in and early vote now until the end of the week, until 5 o'clock on Friday. So please come before 5 o'clock on Friday. And this is something we do all the time. This is something that we always test all the machines. We do that for every election. Everything has to be touched and checked and double checked. So that's what we do here in Lexington County.
All right, there you go. I feel like we are really driving this point home because we want to make sure everybody votes. You can early vote right up until this Friday. Just like she said, you need to get there before 5 o'clock. And you have to bring your voter or a picture ID along with you. You also have to be registered to vote. And then the election is next week.